If you love video games, I'm sure you've been part of the age-old argument of which console is better. Today, I'm going to explain to you why exactly the PS4 is better than the Xbox One. I'll tell you about the hardware, the software, and look at things from a marketability perspective. After hearing all this information, I hope you'll know which console you want to get, which is hopefully going to be a PS4. Let's start with hardware. PS4 is smaller and sleeker, while the Xbox is bulky and maybe harder to set up in a smaller living space. The 4 is relatively quiet compared to the Xbox One. Noise will pick up while playing the games though. There are 2 USB ports at the front, along with well-concealed, touch-sensitive power and disk eject buttons. At the back, you'll find the power socket, HDMI, and Ethernet ports, and optical digital audio output, plus additional USB port for the PlayStation camera accessory. The Xbox One also has touch-sensitive power and disk eject buttons, a USB port on the side, 2 at the back, along with 2 HDMI ports. And the Xbox also has a voice control option. Internally, the main differences appear. According to the article PS4 versus Xbox One review, which is best, PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, PlayStation updates bring PC/Mac remote play along with a number of improvements from PCadvisor.co.uk both are based on the same AMD Jaguar processor technology found in its Tamashi and Kabini APUs. Both have 8 CPU cores, while the Xbox One is running at 1.75 GHz, the PS4 is running at 1.6. Both have AMD GPUs, but here things differ. When the Xbox One GPU derived from the binary architecture from the Radeon HD 7790 has 12 GCN compute units to play with. The PS4 GPU, based on Pitcairn, has 18. That's a big difference. Given that the Xbox One GPU runs on 800 MHz to 853 MHz, that still gives the PS4 a noticeable advantage on the graphics front. The PS4 can call on 8 GB of 5500 MHz GDDR5 RAM, giving it a lot more memory bandwidth than the 2133 MHz DDR3 the One relies on. Microsoft makes up for it by using a 32 MB ESRAM cache to keep up data flowing smoothly. But the PS4 hardware is, when all is said and done, a bit more powerful. The extra power is an important part in the PS4's favor. The Xbox One has a slightly better CPU. That just means it loads faster. The PS4 takes longer to load, but it looks better because of it. The PS4's comfortable DualShock 4 controller has more special features than the standard Xbox One pad, with a front-facing touchpad, motion control capabilities, a built-in speaker, and a light that flashes different colors according to the charging or the game that you're playing. Like if you're playing a game and you're dying, it'll flash red. Or if you're in danger, it'll start flashing red. I think that's pretty cool. DualShock 4 also supports micro USB charging, whereas you'll need a $25 charge kit for the same function on the original Xbox One controller. The PS4 will be the first console to offer virtual reality when Sony's PlayStation VR headset launches later this year. Let's now turn to software. That means games. Both consoles has very similar game libraries. The one has a backwards compatibility, although PS4 has a full library of older PlayStation exclusive games to buy, each one up to 1080p with trophies to earn. According to the article PS4 versus Xbox One, which console is right for you, on tomsguide.com, the PS4 has PS3 games via PlayStation Now, which allows you to stream a small library of last-gen titles, including Batman Arkham games, Assassin's Creed games, Uncharted games, from the cloud for $20 a month, or on an a la carte basis. Sony's wider network of games is tied together more strongly thanks to crossplay, which lets you buy certain games once and play them across your PS4, PS3, and the Vita platforms. My final point is marketability. EA CFO Blake Jorgensen reported the estimated console purchase for 2015. Our estimate is 55 million units out there, which has exceeded virtually everyone's forecast for the year and now almost 50% higher than previous console cycle. So all of that is very, very positive. Jorgensen was quoted as saying in a Eurogamer report, all of the gameplay we're seeing and the engagement in things like Ultimate Team we're seeing is positive. Weeks ago, Sony declared that the PS4 sold a total of 36 million as of January 3rd, 2016. HNGN.com previously reported. If this figure is deducted to the overall console sales, as revealed by Jorgensen, Xbox is left with a measly 19 million install base. This means that the PS4 is outselling the Xbox One by around 89%. Microsoft's hit franchise Halo had failed movie and TV shows, while Sony's Ratchet & Clank has an animated film out later this year, along with a Sly Cooper film on the way. Both are hit franchises. Naughty Dog's Uncharted series is also ending soon, which will likely up sales a bit for the PS4. All in all, it seems the PS4 is selling much, much, much better than the One, which suggests it's the better of the two. In conclusion, today I have explained to you the hardware differences between the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, the software differences, and marketability. My only hope today is now that when you choose a new console, that you go with the PS4. Thank you for listening.